艾弗瑞讨厌的东西。啊，先把这完成好了，该做还是得做。
Time to get this done.
工作啦！这样也不行，差一点点。工作。
Nice. For some reason, I'm full of energy today. But the face still isn't right. I can never get the face right. I'm done for now. I just can't stand looking at it anymore. Oh, damn.
Watch your tongue.
I will.
完了。
I need to get much better at this.
科不好，你还是不太对劲。菲利普要的是谦虚，慈爱又悲伤的面庞，最好的。
I can never get the expression right. That's not humility, sorrow, and dignity. It looks surprised. A surprised Corbel. Useless.
写些让艾弗瑞讨厌的东西。
Hey, take back what you said before.
What? What did I say?
Oh, come on. You know what you said.
About Aliena? Why would you care if I take her as a wife?
You don't get it, do you?
艾弗瑞德，你还想癞蛤蟆吃天鹅肉啊？啊！你以为艾琳娜会看上你这蠢货吗？拜托，他打第一眼看就觉得你很蠢，好不好？
Are you looking for someone?
I'm supposed to bring this bread to our cantor. He's spending the day up there on the roof of the cathedral. But how am I ever going to make it all the way up there?
Ah, afraid of heights, hmm? But do you want me to go?
No. I'll make it. I just need time.
Why won't you let us work? Don't you know how serious the situation in Kingsbridge is right now? What? What did he write?
Alpha can't read.
Right, Jonathan, but you can. Well done.
Jack, what is wrong with you? What did you do that for?
Jack, this is a church.
Oh, now don't go and tell on me. He started it.
What do you want from me?
Well, I just want you to take back what you said about Aliena.
So what if I would marry her? What's it to you?
Mind your own business.
Look who's talking. Shouldn't you be working?
Well, how can I if you keep distracting me? I'm done for now. I just can't stand looking at it anymore. He's always distracting me. How am I supposed to work like this?
所以要先把阿尔弗雷德赶走吧。那好吧，先去找别的东西。
I will do everything in my power to make sure you are paid.
I know that you showed us mercy before when we had to flee from Earl's Castle. My husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary, The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Father, but I risk my neck up there every day. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
Trust me, Philip. I'll think of something.
Jack! You said you were done with your corbel. What I saw did not look finished.
It's hard. I need time.
I need it finished today. If you don't do it, Alfred will.
That's my corbel.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings is the only job you didn't give Alfred to screw up.
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed to do. And in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast, no matter the cost. When are you going to tell Jonathan about what happened in the forest? Ah, shouldn't have said that about Jonathan. Damn it.
诶，我还要去那个的，你就给我擅自走出来干嘛？我要去厨房一趟。
You mean until I taught him everything and then he is a cellarer?
Let's see. Here we go. Yes.
为什么摸个药草
Just
还
a
要
little more.
还要 QT 呢？而且最后一个还超难点，
Oh.
还超小一格。
And I thought I'm getting the hang of this. Almost. Good. And now, what? Milius?
Yes,
Do you know how to make a bar?
indeed. All it takes is some hot fat and beeswax.
Ah, thank you.
You know, you really wouldn't make a bad monk, Jack.
What, me? I think that would be a problem.
Why? You can read, you know about herbs, and you are good company.
Is this supposed to be wine?
What?
Here, in the corner.
No, it's vinegar.
喝醋啊！
It's vinegar. That shouldn't be here. What was Cuthbert thinking?
Oh, Lord. Give me the strength to endure this without chasing Brother Andrew from my kitchen.
快忍不住，快
I
忍不住
don't！think I would make a good monk.
Why not? Philip thinks so too. He told me.
Never mind why. I don't need to be a monk to come around and talk to you, right?
That is true.
And I think I should get back to work soon. Thank you for your help.
已经快被那个碎念忍不住了。啊，还要去招书。我这道门我还没走进来。这边我还没来看过。
Ah, locked.
锁的。
Prior Philip is too
这边还在骂，
The sub-prior has to handle everything he neglects.
还没骂完。
Everything.
这两个好可怜。
As sub-prior, I have even more responsibilities than the prior himself. And more worries.
雷米基尔斯好可，雷米基尔斯超啰嗦的，竟然能骂那么久。
If only I had more time to read.
我找的书在哪呢？
If only I had more time to read.
对啊，超会念的。
What are you reading?
The Liber Regulae Pastoralis, the pastoral care.
Pope Gregory I wrote it more than 500 years ago. We've made a few copies, some even in English.
Prior Philip wants all English priests to be able to read their tasks and duties as well.
I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that? That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me? I don't remember.
He did.
Just a page or two.
Sounds like the right book. And Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out.
所以我要去温彻斯特找那本书啊。他们在温彻斯特使用《爱的艺术》这本书。对，乔纳森刚突然变大了。
Hey, little brother. Come on, let's have fun.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, I can.
Tom and Philip said you can't. You have to work.
I know what they said. I was there, you know.
教坏小孩子。
Philip and Tom won't mind if we take a break. Sometimes people say one thing and mean another thing. Either he's stopped listening or he's thinking about it.
啊，至少乔纳森还没学坏。应该说好险他是跟着修道士，要不然早就被阿尔弗雷德教坏
了。Locked. The monks don't want people to disturb them, I guess.
"对啊，下一个金发蠢蛋就糟糕了，千万不要让他变成金发蠢蛋。
They have problems with their hands and feet. Maybe I can find a way to help them. Try this.
Whenever did you find the time to make a bomb, handsome Jack? Don't you have work to do?
Who would I be if I could just pass by ladies in need?
Does that mean you'll join us and do some filling?
I have my own work to do, so that won't work, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course. Suddenly you've got work to do. But I dare say, that bomb works. My hands feel much better. Thank you.
You're welcome,
这个
ladies.
时代没有手套、哦，没办法。如果这时代有手套的话，就好多了。还是好
I need to do.
还是好的。
Ah, missed.
抓到了！也终于
Before him, not a single fort remains.
所以大家
I
几个？
think that was all of them.
哦，没有了，好，风潮打完了。好，来看魔方里面有什么。这是蚂蚁吧？
The water flow turns the wheel. Then there's more wheels. And the millstone. The water flow turns the millstone. So the motion of the water is used and transformed into another motion, the grinding. Shouldn't there be all kinds of motions possible? We use wheels to lift timber and stone up at the construction site. Maybe the right kind of mill could make a sawing motion or a hammering motion. I guess that's a challenge for another day.
怎么想，他确实都比阿尔弗雷德有用多了。
When I find more time, I'll try to think of other mills we can build. The water is there, the wheels are there. Why stop at grinding?
乔老师在玩蚂蚁。
Do you mind?
一群蚂蚁忙碌的小脚啊！
Oi, my ants!
I just took a few. They aren't all your ants.
他的蚂蚁，那所以说蚂蚁能干嘛？蚂蚁能干嘛？我突然是在努力思考蚂蚁能干嘛。
When I find more time, I'll try to think of other mills we can build. The water is there, the wheels are there.
蚂蚁能在什么地方啊？
I don't see the Bible. Even if I could find it, I doubt it would still be legible.
我比较好奇，我拿着这一群蚂蚁，但它能用在什么地方？ 这边好像也没有，好，这边都没有关，没东西可以互动。要出去，要出去有点难。蚂蚁，蚂蚁。
Are you all right? Is something troubling you?
The Priory does not have the money to pay the workers early and to spend more on building materials. Not even if we sell all our wool at the Fleece Fair in Shiring.
Oh, that is a problem.
Of course that's a problem. Jack, please.
What's wrong?
Fulling the wool is hard work, isn't it?
Backbreaking. That's why we don't have much cloth to sell. At least they sell well. Why do you ask?
I thought I had an idea. Maybe not. Washing out the grease and the dirt from the wool takes hours. And there must be an easier way to do the fulling.
I wish there was. Oh, hello again. Didn't you want to talk to Aliena?
Maybe.
好，没有了。
I need to go.
See you around, Jack.
就结束谈话。 我在很努力的寻找蚂蚁的用法。
Once the west side and its towers rise above the priory, it'll be even more impressive. Only a few more years. What I'd give to build at least one of the towers.
哦，对吼，这边的话放蚂蚁进去，我突然想到这边的地下室。对，这个墙壁又放蚂蚁进去了。
I'll keep them for now.
好，他要暂时留着蚂蚁嘛？好吧。那他要留在什么地方？
You still don't get it, do you? Take back what you said.
I said nothing wrong. You're behaving like a child. Don't you realize we have much bigger problems? We'd be glad if we can continue working at all, Jack.
Oh, don't try to distract from the real problem, Alfred Builder. Just apologize.
Just leave me alone and get back to work, Jack.
Alfred?
What?
原来。
Hey!
原来可以丢到阿尔弗雷德
You
身
will
上
never be a builder if you go on like that. You will end up hung in shining like your father.
I said, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
What did you say?
I overheard it in the tavern. Someone said your father was a thief, and that he was hanged in shiring. I'm so sorry.
So what? Why would you care?
Jack,
You should apologize for what you said about Aliena instead.
Forget it.
艾弗瑞的发言，他在和杰克打架时提到了一个关于杰克沙勒伯格的谣言。在酒馆里，艾弗瑞听到人们谈论杰克的父亲，他们说他是个小偷，在下兰被吊死。这是真的吗？杰克的父亲到底是谁？我这个也没办法完成啊。
I'm done for now. I just can't.
好吧，只能先去找阿莲娜了，因为现在也没那个可以推。
Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
哟哦，我突然以为好大一只猫，结果只是，不过也算大了，肥猫一只。这边的猫养分真好。
Ranulph of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen. At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
I put my life at risk, Annie, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
An honor that costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
他不是说他不想为那个史蒂芬国王当史蒂芬国王的骑士吗
Oh. Go play.
然后现在又说能当国王骑士是一种荣耀。
So.
Yes.
What brings you here?
Do you have a visitor?
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. Could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy. Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations! Everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
他们两个现在去下了。
All right. See you later, Jack.
Of course.
Bastards.
You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
他们两个现在去下了，没问题嘛。
So for them, you've got money, Ali.
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak. Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring. And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson. And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh. Oh, all right.
为什么没有钱买那
I
个
will
啊？
meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
还要靠个女人养啊？他现在骑士还要靠女人养哦。连自己的剑跟盔甲都买不起，你上什么战场啊？哦，我保了我。
Father Philip.
Yes?
Aliena says you can pay your workers. She has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Am I really done out here?
看一下。
I think I'll go and see.
这个就算了吧。这现在好像应该也没办法。
Yeah, if I... Am I
Jack!
What?
Come here, please. You wanted to finish your Corbel, and I let you. Instead, you pick another fight with Alfred. You mock him in front of others because he can't read. You throw ants at him. And don't tell me he started it, because everyone else told me you started the fight. Sub-Prior and me just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and in the kitchen, and chatting to the Fullers.
I made a balm for them. I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out! Whoa.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here! Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter, what happened?
I'm not sure, but there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe, and when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I assure you, a monk would never do such a thing.
I don't believe him.
还有吗？有这个吗？
I saw a monk in black in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
试试看。哦，他打，哎呦，对，打碎那个虎。哎，打碎虎那个不是吧？打碎虎的那个。
I don't remember.
Oh, that's helpful.
Hey, at least I'm trying.
Jack, take the rest of the day off. I don't want you two to get into another fight.
What about the monk?
We don't know that there was a monk.
Accidents happen. We'll check all the ropes to make sure there won't be another one.
反西进来了，好久没联络了。说实话，我可写内容不多，因为罗伯特伯爵的抄写员都有保密誓言。还记得某次过年，我们一起谈论过政治。如今多年已过，罗伯特伯爵和史蒂芬之间的冲突仍不断加剧。我理解你为何选择院长这条路，投身于政治往往只会导致更多痛苦。我一直陪着格洛斯特的罗伯特在英格兰境内对抗史蒂芬，所以现在两方还在打，还没打完，还没打完。不论我们到哪，都能听到今日不以前的菲利普院长的光荣事迹。你们的圣阿道弗斯甚至在威尔士的苏格兰都十分出名。
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting.
就他们现在去谢朗真的没问题嘛？那个他那个。
As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back then.
因为那个汉姆雷的那个蠢儿子不是一直想要搞艾莲娜吗？那现在没事了吗？不可能吧。
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help, not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants. I was less hesitant.
这边好难选，因为他们擅自用建了一个魔方在，然后没有缴税，所以被惩罚了。右边感觉有点落井下石。
I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with two men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
毕竟汉姆雷家打一开始是个暴发户嘛。但是他是暴发户起来的，当然，
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt.
啊，绑要为什么尸体上要绑虎尾草，然后还双手砍掉，脸烧伤？所以这是什么意思？我怎么觉得他是在从死人身上偷东西啊？算了，无所谓，反正人都死，随便的。
I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests. Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
所以，因为在伯爵的森林打猎，被伯爵的手下抓到，就直接吊死，砍下双手吊死。嘛，这个真的这一家子真的是，哎，不知道该怎么说比较好。
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waleran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. Shiring, she exclaimed.
你已经尽最大的努力去完成你的整梁了，这个整梁我也没办法，他就是不让我继续把它搞定，所以应该有办法把它弄得比较完美吧，我猜的。在艾伦和米勒斯的帮助下，你帮助这些漂洗义工。艾弗瑞喜欢你，但你却报复了他2次，哈？认真？我看不出来他喜欢我，我看不出来他对杰，就应该说是就是所谓的他说他那个喜欢应该就是应该说不讨厌杰克吧，这我就不太懂了，但是我是觉得。你在跟我说的是喜欢认真，我感觉不出来艾弗瑞说你父亲因窃盗之罪而在夏兰被处以绞刑。李亚正为自己和艾莲娜而争夺爵位。你拜访了卡斯伯特，并告诉安纳尔德斯修士，你会埋葬他。你把3个黄蜂窝都搞毁了。我真的感觉不出来，阿尔弗雷德喜欢那个喜欢杰克。
This is him.
A face like that never changes. If anyone can get you an audience with the Earl, it's Sheriff Eustace.
I hope Percy Hamley will show more understanding with us than he did with the people of Wigley. I'm concerned what kind of man Percy Hamley must have become. To kill people for mere poaching. Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting to see him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
I fear this is going to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that he's going into battle, he needs equipment.
In the meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
理查在要钱啊，现在在哪？哇，这个地理真没用。他说杰克夫人在这里吊死，真的吗？他真的是个小偷。
They say that Jack's father was a thief and hanged in Shiring.
The kingdom of heaven is upon us.
先知
The end is upon us, but our Earl will lead us to salvation.
Is that so?
A hard hand for hard times. It will all make sense. You will see.
这是已经那个了吧？已经被破坏到脑子有问题了吧
No, he's talked himself into a rage. If they hadn't replaced father, I could have helped them.
Open your eyes. The signs are all around.
Has the queue not moved at all?
We stand like pillars of salt. But I'm sure the Earl will accept petitioners soon. I hope it's before the workers at Kingsbridge leave the construction site because I cannot pay them.
Good day, Sheriff. Will these people have to wait much longer?
If you have a complaint, talk to the Earl.
I don't think he even recognizes me anymore.
可怜的人，被上帝遗弃了吗？他让我想到了父亲。
Our food is rotting. Our animals dying. Our homes
Good quality.
然后这把刀带走。
How many of you have fallen from grace, seduced by hell's
my
demons?
business elsewhere.
What seems to be the trouble?
She's raised the prices.
Is that so?
This place is rotten. Thieves left and right.
If we had ever agreed on what you say we did, we could just start giving wool away for free.
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We were in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
如果要拿到钱的话，我说的是站在梅格这边，因为我现在要跟梅格收钱。
If we were to give the wool away at your suggested price, we wouldn't be doing any business next year.
Is that supposed to be a threat?
No, it would ruin us, is what I mean.
Besides, the other merchants aren't cheaper.
Then you're all in league together.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
What? Are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our half, Aliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally? There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces, 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Uh-huh. You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try.
我卖的羊毛样品品质很好。反正现在就是，反正现在是不认账就对了，还有那个对战牌还可以把它挖掉，完全就是来阴的。
Meg is managing this store for me.
I'll take my business elsewhere.
You won't find a better price.
I'll find an expert and prove it.
I'm waiting. Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
But I'm not here to buy anything.
That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed on.
Half of my
Both of
crops.
us.
You thought the Earl was bad before.
Daylight robbery.
The wilting of shiring is an omen of the things to come.
Aren't you tired of Christian art? Their sad faces and dull colors are always giving me a foul mood, just like this town.
I agree. I'd prefer to see lush paintings of the fine things in life.
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fibre is exceptionally fine, and the colour is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting Shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is.
Excuse me, do you know if something happened in Shiring? I know we suffer because of the war, but the town never used to seem this grim and hopeless.
Oh, we wouldn't know. We are but pilgrims in search of God's miracles. And a saint who will heal my foot. And my eyes. But yes, Shiring seems to hold no miracles these days. We heard the Earl is punishing his people for his own entertainment.
I heard so too.
一个瞎子，一个瘸，一个瞎子，一个瘸子，这两个从上，这两个到现在还没找到那个，还没找到他们的圣者。
I doubt they are fit to judge the quality.
Can I interest you in some horse bread?
Is that the only kind you have here?
It's the only one that hasn't gone green yet, I think.
If you sell green bread, your customers will get sick and you'll get into trouble.
What? Are you with the sheriff?
No, don't worry. I should find the Flemish merchants instead. They know their wool. Would you be free for a sales discussion later today?
Ah, Lady Aliena, for you I will always find time.
I've heard business is slow.
Not for me it isn't. Plenty of knights need my services. His men have cleaned up well, I'd say. It suits me just fine that the Earl has swept the criminals off the streets. And those complaining about money and fees were never my customers or my friends.
What are you carrying there?
Not for sale. Or eating. Don't steal! Go away!
Oh, I didn't mean to upset you.
Oh.
Where did you get this?
I'm not a thief. A man in the tavern promised me a bread crust if I fetch this from the market for him. I'm just taking a little break.
You look hungry.
Are you saying I should keep it? Nuh-uh. Thieves get hanged. I'll be good.
Oh, of course. Do you have a family that supports you?
My auntie sold flowers, but she couldn't afford to pay the taxes. Now I don't know where she is. I'm so hungry.
好吧，看来他阿姨应该已经
The town used to be much livelier.
That's because the Earl and the Sheriff finally stepped up and got rid of all the thieves and cheats. I hope you're not stretching your wool before it's woven.
I would never trick my customers.
Good. Then you and me, we both won't get into trouble here in Shiring.
I wouldn't be too sure of that. How much for a chainmail shirt?
That's £6.
Just for the chainmail?
I've got to make up for those taxes some way.
羊毛出在羊身上，税金越贵，东西就越贵。
Everyone seems to be afraid of Sheriff Eustace. I always heard he was a fat and lazy man.
It's not him. It's the Earl. Killed a good friend for milling without permission yesterday. Buried him under the rubble of his mill.
What? Shouldn't you make fresh bread?
If I could afford it. If you bring grain from outside the town, you must pay taxes nowadays. My friend's mill out there was a blessing. Sometimes he even let me use it for free, which was why they killed him. And I can't afford using the Earl's mills here in town.
What is the Earl thinking? Why is he hurting the business in town?
I don't know. Better don't start asking questions around here.
用城里面的魔方要缴税，然后如果东西从城外进口也要缴税。哇哈，这么狠！
How is your pilgrimage going?
Always moving forwards, and sometimes backwards, because of my foot.
Good luck with your pilgrimage.
God bless you, good woman.
Maybe I should start painting.
What would your first masterpiece be?
I'm thinking fruits and decorative objects, arranged on a luxurious tablecloth.
At least you could take your time with that. Fruit doesn't rot that quickly.
Maybe I could sell my paintings at markets.
You haven't painted your first one yet, and you're already thinking about selling it.
啊嘞，怎么绕一大圈啊？我的，哈，就这样，我还以为什么意义呢？路跟小巷，好吧。
I don't have time to deal with drunks. I have to give money to my knight.
对，我觉得他那个路跟小巷就从路进去，从水上出来，从水上进去，从路出来，就这样放爽，是不是？
No right thoughts enliven me while my stomach's hollow.
You hear? Fill us up.
But you haven't had a right thought all day.
Maybe I'll be the next Earl then.
Oh, that's awful.
一堆醉鬼。
Do you ever work?
The Earl burned down the old man's mill.
No mill, no work.
好惨。因为伯爵把魔方烧了。
I don't have reason to disturb them.
所以他们也没工作。
How's business?
Slow.
Well, at least you still have your regulars.
Even in bad times, people drink. The Earl of Shiren has imposed new laws and taxes, and it makes times very bad for us.
啊，有新法令和税收政策。
What's your secret to success? You know, running a tavern.
People will give their last shirt for pleasant distractions. Especially when they have a lot they want to be distracted from. Would you like to order?
Oh, thank you, but I'm just here to see my brother and his men before the battle.
Would you like to order?
Oh, it's for guests only.
那我先把羊毛的事情搞定吧。看这边没有那个，这边没有商路。马路呢？马路会去哪里？好，所以呢，马路跟街道，好。
Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
Damn taxes. You're trying to rip me off.
Let...
First you say one thing, and then you say another. Is this how you treat all your customers?
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets away. They were very interested in my wool, and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell the wool at the afternoon auctions. That way it fetches a fair price for certain.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Competing with foreigners and nobility is no trifle. They're relentless and have deep pockets.
Well, you ain't her.
But if you prefer to take your chances...
No, wait. I'm taking the wool, all right.
I don't want to ruin you.
My master can afford it, he just doesn't want to. And he has a temper. God damn it. You show no mercy, do you?
你确定不是你想收回扣吗？
A pleasure doing business with you.
希望能让我们所有人脱离麻烦。
Next time he'll buy elsewhere, I'm afraid. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides. Remember that.
We don't need customers like him, and we have our money.
Yes, and you have my thanks.
One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Your wool may be of best quality, but that doesn't make up for this market. It used to be a place of fair trading once. This is definitely the last year I come here.
税金贵啊！好了，可以去找弟弟。
Any new information on Maud's army, Sir Alonso?
Robert of Gloucester will bring the Angevin. There are said to be 1,000 men. But Stephen will bring more, and we'll be with him to lead the charge.
Does Robert of Gloucester have skilled men fighting for him?
Damned if we know.
Victory and glory will be ours, one way or another.
Are you ready for the battle?
It's my duty to be ready.
Good. He's probably thinking about the upcoming battle. I hear you will face Empress Maud's army, Sir Simond.
We will do battle on the beautiful grounds of the illustrious Lincoln Castle.
Don't say it like that. She'll think we just go in there for the landscape.
Ah, but what a magnificent picture it makes.
Oh, just don't let yourself get distracted by the beauty, Sir Simond.
As you won't be there, I'm hopeful that I can focus on directing my blows at the enemy, my lady.
Are you ready for the battle?
I'm very excited. I don't care if we win or fall as long as it's in the name of the king. What a glorious way to die.
I'll remind you of these bold words when you lie in a pool of your own blood.
It's bad luck to say that.
You're going to be there to watch me, right?
Yes.
去查看你的尸体。
Today we ride to Lincoln. Drinks are on me.
喂，你哪来的钱啊？都没钱修建，
Taverner!
都没钱搞
Another
建，
round for everyone.
都没钱搞建跟盔甲的，还在那边酒钱全包嘞，装大方，难怪一直没钱。
It's Sir Richard.
Nonsense. We're all brothers, right?
It is Sir Richard.
Oh.
And here I thought you needed my money for new armor.
Oh, I do. A knight is only as good as his equipment. Have you seen Alonso's sword? With men-at-arms so well equipped, how could I fight alongside King Stephen less well equipped?
And inferior armor may cost him his life.
Only the best for the best.
Hey, you should be more responsible with our money.
I spend it on my reputation. What's more responsible than that?
You are paying for other people's wine.
对啊，当初应该放理查给他
Some of whom you don't even know.
Knighthood is about more than fighting, Ali. It's a way of life. We fight together, we drink together, we die together.
Right you are. To hell and back we go. To hell and back.
Alonso, you make that sound like a bad thing.
当初应
But
该把
you
它
could
放生
spend our
他。
money a little more wisely.
Do you want William Hamley to become Earl of Shiring or me?
What kind of question is that? If we're lucky, then he will never return from the Holy Land.
He already did.
What?
We ran into Robert of Gloucester's men. At first, I wasn't sure it was him. He wore the cloak of a crusader.
No. Don't do it. Please. Have mercy. My God, please. Don't.
And then King Stephen called out his name.
William Hamley, join me. We ride.
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to upset you.
You what?
This is not about you or me, Annie. Allowing the father of that monster to remain Earl would not only betray our father, it'd mean betraying everyone. William is a butcher, a filthy bastard without honor.
Mind your tongue. You speak of the son of the Earl of Shiring.
I am the son of the Earl.
Sir Richard, your father went against our king and lost his title and his lands. You are not the heir to the title, not as things are now.
What did you just say?
Oh, easy.
You treacherous bastard!
Calm down. Do you want to slaughter each other and help the enemy?
Accusing me of treason. You most loyal man at arms.
Me or William? Choose a goddamn side, Alonso of Toledo. Come on, choose!
或许我能助他们吵架。这个
You disparage me for stating the truth. I've always been your most loyal man at arms. Have I not?
Obviously, they have no idea how to settle a
The
conflict
one with the
without
biggest
a fight.
mouth, too.
Do they often fight like that?
Ah, they're both very proud. Give them a few days, they'll get tired.
They don't have that long.
I'm just trying
An
to keep you
apology would
grounded.
solve this.
How dare you imply that William and his fat
I'm
father
sorry.
have a right to my lands?
You see? There's nothing to it.
I said nothing wrong.
Now, can't you just agree to disagree? Please.
I've seen enough sorrow.
Would you like to order?
Oh, thank you, but
Percy Hamley's title is a fact, not an
how would
opinion.
you solve a quarrel like the one over there?
奇怪。怎么突然跳掉了？ 没有，那他那
Everyone
个
has their own way of coping with aggression.
他那个是，他那个聊天室，他那个聊天室的显示有点怪怪的。所以我那个，我先把游戏画面暂停而已。
Food, gambling, or solace in the arms of a wench. Luckily for me, most resort to drinking.
I doubt that'll work here.
Don't say that too loud. Try this.
It is not. He does not deserve it.
扁平的面包换成了汤里。
This is not about who deserves what. The king appointed him. You should come to terms with that fact.
What did you just say?
Oh no.
Are you just hungry?
Are you serious?
Well, excuse me.
I'm done talking to you.
The taverner gave this to me. I
very
don't want
much
to
so.
ruin his business by giving it away for free. If they're hungry, they can order food.
Do you want to say something?
Never.
The taverner gave this to me. I don't want to ruin his business by giving it away for free. If they're hungry, they can order food.
Would you like to order?
Oh. How would you solve...
Everyone has their food. Luckily for me, most...
I doubt...
Don't say that. Try this.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
Can't you do...
I'm probably more lost than you are.
说给我一个扁平的面包干嘛？
The taverner gave this to me. I doubt that would help to stop their quarreling. That won't help. I doubt that would help to stop their quarreling.
所以怎么样？怎么办呢？
That won't help. If they're hungry, they can order food. No, this money isn't meant to be spent. I've collected our earnings, Richard.
Good. At least there's one person I can rely on. My sister.
Can't believe this.
I'm sorry, but I can't let you go into war arguing like this.
I asked for your money, not for your advice.
Do you want to say something?
我应该想办法去找外面处理。看外面有什么可以处理。
I hope I won't need to carry a shield.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
Would you like something to eat?
I only accept food from Meg. She's a tradeswoman. And the food others throw at me is rotten. But she gives me good food.
Meg is one of my best friends.
Oh, yes? Then I accept. I'm so hungry. You're so nice. How can you afford giving some girl a whole slice of bread?
I'm a tradeswoman.
Oh. When I grow up, I'll leave shiring and make lots of money too. So when I return, Auntie doesn't have to worry about bad men asking for money anymore.
Bad men?
Very bad men.
Don't you think you should take that meat to its owner?
Yes, I must. Just need a little break. Time to catch my breath.
说要怎么调节呢？
Patience is a virtue.
先叫个菲利普吧。
And our Earl will be the new apostle to lead us to salvation when the end comes.
给他的钱多于理财的钱。
Our Earl sees.
算了，品样多好了，这样至少理财没话说。
Here.
But we are not lost.
Thank you.
We must prepare ourselves.
It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is upon us.
You must speak to the Earl.
那个弟弟好麻烦。
I still have to give Richard his money.
As it is written in the book.
But then I'll come and wait with you.
From the looks of it, I'll be standing here for quite a while.
Things are taking place that will lead our generation to an end. Open your eyes.
Philip, do you know how to settle a fight between knights?
Oh, I'm afraid you know them much better than I do. Usually, understanding and compromise are the foundation for peace.
But I'm afraid not all are willing to try, and would rather antagonize one another indefinitely.
Seduced by hell's demons.
所以看来是个麻烦的。
I doubt that would help to stop their quarrelling.
所以这边要找谁呢？
How would you settle a fight?
If you're in trouble, run.
Oh, but they're usually friends. Running wouldn't help.
Then let them play a game to decide who's right.
Good idea.
或许就可以让他们不再争吵。
Do you have any games?
Board games have no place on the battlefield.
You're just afraid to break them.
好，看来这方法没用。
Do you have any games with you?
Why would I take a game into battle?
To get your mind off things.
I don't need to.
Do you want to say something?
Never.
好，问一下酒馆老板好了，说不定他们病了。
Do you have any games for entertainment?
Only what's needed to keep the customers here a little longer. I can offer a set of dice.
好，有比没有好。
I'm not in the mood for gambling, Lady Aliena.
You're never in the mood for entertainment.
哦，又吵得更
Games of
凶了。
luck are a waste of time.
Can't we just forget about it?
No.
No, that's not the kind of game the girl was talking about.
所以要去哪找呢？好麻烦的弟弟呀、
No games here.
好像把他宰了啊！天啊！早知道当初应该给他死的。
Do you have any games?
Not with me. How about you and your friends play hide and seek? Though the sheriff doesn't like that, so better not.
Thank you for the warning. No, that's not the kind of game the girl was talking about.
哦，这个弟弟超麻烦的，我天哪！
No games here.
找到大陆这的直接放生他就好了。
Do you have any games with you?
We carry the French game of Fiège with us.
Oh, could I borrow it?
If you bring it back before nightfall, I see no harm in it.
I will.
哦，终于啊！好，去玩游戏吧，你们几个。
Now fight it out like real knights should. With a battle of wits.
Playing a board game, I don't know.
You're scared I could win.
Oh, let's begin.
Now, let's start with a careful opening.
Good choice. The general who gives in to anger will send his troops to their deaths.
Exactly right, Ali. First, I'll focus on defense. Let's see what Alonso's got.
Ooh, well played. A classic opening move.
Now's a good time to attack.
Sometimes victory lies in numbers, but often it lies in a single soldier at the right spot, right?
Yes, and I play to win. And here I stride to victory.
You reached the end of the board.
What a crowning! I got a king!
You call this piece a king? In Spain, we call it a queen. She's quite powerful and has a mind of her own.
All right, a queen then. Now I can sweep the entire board with her.
香气。啊，算了，麻烦了，直接
You know
结
what
束
you're
了。
doing. Show him what you can do.
All right, Ali. Here we go. I've got a queen on my side. Time to rampage. When the sovereign has been claimed, the game is almost decided.
I could fight to the last piece. But a good commander has foresight, and I can see this game is lost. I admit defeat.
You ended this before it even began. Even a scribe would struggle making this an epic of glory.
This was about strategy, not showmanship. And it seems like Lady Aliena is an excellent strategic advisor. You work exceptionally well together.
He never makes compliments like this.
He's the tactician. I trust his instincts and experience to guide him.
But you yourself are an exceptional diplomat and businesswoman. You complement each other in the way you think.
I guess you're right.
If you are wise enough to trust these queen's instincts in this matter, my friend, you too will indeed be able to take back the Eltham.
You think we can do it? So, can I rely on your loyalty?
You can.
Of course, we're brothers in arms.
Good. You've an important battle ahead of you. I'll bring you the money.
这和好的速度有点快啊！好，先去把棋盘还给人家吧。先去换棋盘，再来给钱。给钱是主线，要不然可能等一下先给完钱之后就没有机会换棋盘。
You've done me a great favor.
We are glad to hear it. Thank you for returning it.
We always pass the time on our travels trying to best each other.
Here.
Finally. I mean, thank you, Ellie. This will cover decent equipment. Nothing exceptional, but it will do.
Just promise to be careful.
I've learned a few tricks. I'll be fine.
Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For Father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving. For victory!
For victory!
For victory!
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace with Philip.
And make more money, I hope.
至少事情解决了，给一半果然还是比较好一点。给太多的话，怕他乱花；给太少，怕他又有那个，怕他又在这边抱怨。一人一半刚刚好。
How's your family?
Have you finished your business?
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes, one that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call in the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk.
没耐心的修道士。
The girl too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you then. Get moving.
感觉麻烦来了，绝对是麻烦来了。
Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge.
而且这个不用想知道是谁，那该死的黄毛。
The Earl of Shiring.
这一看就知道这是更该死
Thank
的
you
黄毛。
for hearing me, old Percy. Please allow me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
I knew it was you. Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring. He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Bishop Whaler.
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Mother!
Huh? 他父母死了。
Do you consider yourself a friend of the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend?
对，被下
That
毒，我
monk is
猜一定是
drinking
那
the
个，
blood of my earldom.
绝对是那个，
It is not for us
绝对
to
沃伦，
handle
应该是沃伦把他们毒死的。我猜是沃伦，
Judge them we must.
沃伦为了
What you are doing to the people of
我觉得为
Shiring
了
is
沃伦为了
shameful.
控制那个，
Your father would have done well to
对，
teach
笨蛋
you
比较好控
respect.
制，真的。
The monk's a thief and so are you. And I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did. Shiring.
威廉真的比较好控制，沃伦就应该会是，因为他母亲比较难
crimes did we
搞
commit then？
重点是他们母亲比较难搞。
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority.
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You and your friends have always played by your own rules, but not anymore. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.
理查当然就只是蠢而已，但是威廉很好控制，然后他完全是他完全就是他完全就是沃尔伦的提线木偶而已。真的，沃尔伦说什么他大概都接受。他一开始从一开始他就是一直是沃尔伦的那个，他一开始就是沃尔伦傀儡，打一开始就是一直他的傀儡。艾莲娜是一个送货小姑娘的志愿者和精神支柱。艾莲娜在维护自己利益的基础上解决了销售矛盾。作为一名商人，艾莲娜表现出优秀的能力。艾莲娜把她的钱平分给了菲利普和理查。艾莲娜和理查合作非常好。啊，这个比较麻烦。我是说最麻烦的是最后一条。感觉就
I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory, and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, I joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln. More and more men joined our group. Most of them had no horses and no weapons to speak of. As King Stephen prepared for his final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north. Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men.
去睡觉，在营地逛一逛。
Many men asked me to pray with them. They were husbands, fathers, and children about to fight in a war that most of them did not understand. It was then that I witnessed Aliena's brother Richard shouting at a man. The man was in tears, saying he did not want to fight and begging to be allowed to go home. I told Richard to have pity. Full of anger, he told me that he would hang deserters himself if need be. Then the man interrupted us by shouting infamities about Robert of Gloucester and started to laugh. Richard and his knights joined in and began to cheer for the king. Richard seemed to me just as desperate as the young man, but he did not know it.
理查居然也附和，开始赞颂史蒂芬国王，
His temper would not make him a just earl, I thought. But again, I hoped to see a cruel man win his battles, only to defeat a man more cruel than him, William Hamley.
两个都烂掉，我只能选一个比较不烂的。 至少该怎么说？至少应该是比那个威廉来好啦。真的，支持威廉的话，我是觉得大概会死伤惨重。
After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Mam and Da. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened so long ago. But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that?
没办法，因为那个时代就以时代背景来讲，就是男权至上嘛，这个没办法。除非就跟威廉他母亲一样，比较强势一点，比较强势，把自己老公压着打。是这样，虽然明面上是男的当伯爵，但是实际上反而是老婆在主政。对，艾莲娜基本上他宁愿好好的赚钱，就过着平静的生活，就这样过去就算了。但是因为他弟弟就比较誓死一定要拿回伯爵的爵位。这要怎么回答比较好呢？上帝遗弃了我们，这不是上帝的旨意啊！这不是。
I had said that. It had been my voice answering the child. It was me. I was responsible for the fate of these children, Richard and Aliena. As I tried to calm them, I realized the blood of their father was still on my hands.
他现在菲利普那时候的罪恶感还在。应该是说这我是觉得这是应该算是比较那个吧，算一个是自我安慰，这不是上帝的安排，然后一个是，然后我觉得应该是比较像自我安慰那种感觉。他还是信神，但是一个是比较绝望，然后比较两个都是那个，只是如果说是上帝安排的话，就是比较那算是顺从命运的，然后这是比较顺从命运，就那种已经算了，已经都无所谓的那种感觉。我是觉得是这样啊，这种是好像都随便的，反正这是上帝的安排，我们也没办法，就那种两手一摊这样子。
I had sinned, and I had to atone for my sins. I prayed that I would be able to help those that had already suffered by my hand, and all of Kingsbridge.
然后这边对菲利普来说的话，大概就是那不是上帝的旨意，指的就是这个事情是我一手促成的，跟上帝没有关系。如果那时候没有去找院长讲这件事的话，艾莲娜跟他的弟弟就不会发生这种事。刚刚的那个角度应是菲利普的角度，所以那边的话，右边那个选择则是菲利普自己的自责。然后一边呢说，如果说是上帝的旨意的话，表示他就是卸责，把一切推给上帝。然后一边的话，我是觉得另一边就是比较是类似自责，这跟上帝没有关系，是因为我的关系，不是因为上帝的关系。
After what felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to. And I tried to convince myself that God would make things right.
不过，其实看到这边，他好像已经开始渐渐的有点在怀疑上帝，因为他还要说服自己，说上帝会拯救他们，感觉他已经信仰好像已经没有那么的重，好像感觉上啦，如果看这个台上，感觉上好像信仰好像已经没有那么的，信仰已经有点动摇那种感觉哦。然后这应该是同时应该是艾琳娜那一边吧。
You are late.
哦，不是哦。
Is it done?
No. Their builder is alive.
What about the saint?
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Please, when did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
啊，没死吗？他母亲没死吗
？She didn't.
果然是沃尔伦下的毒，哼，被我猜到了。
Your poison has left her in a deep sleep. When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you. Kingsbridge will fall.
果然是沃尔伦下的毒，对啊，抗毒性好高哦，居然没死，只是昏睡而已耶，超强。
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time. Come on, Philip.
四季虚河镇，从没见过这样的城市，比如这次还雄伟，很多石板。从史蒂芬国王那里偷来的，贾斯特的拉鲁夫的手下就埋伏在里面，效忠于莫德罗伯特的伯爵。
Better not get too close.
我们就他一个人，一点也不害怕，上帝在保护他嘛。但实际上并没有装出来那么放松，到底是个爱发怒的小伙子。跟艾琳娜差很多，艾琳娜差很多。
Where do we find King Stephen?
Who's asking?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
现在是停战中嘛？怎么对面好像
I should go first.
对面好像连动都没动啊。
But this is a house of God.
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maud would give up so easily.
My king, you have my sword.
Good. Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him. Now, what about those archers out there?
Ah, Sir Richard, you made it.
Had a monk to look after.
You should visit our enemies, Father. They should be praying.
for we'll cut their heads off.
Yeah. Hear, hear.
威廉和他的手下，滚，最讨厌的那集。
I will spare myself the malice and infamy.
Father, I'm afraid.
Come now. What are you afraid of?
I own a mill. I built it myself.
Oh.
The only thing I was ever good at. I will die if I have to fight.
Do you have a family?
A wife. I can't go out there. I can't.
等一下，他有一个自己建的魔方，我是觉得这反而会害他，如果被发现的话。如果他再躲在教堂里面被发现，可能一整家都会出事。这算是一个冒险。算了。
You must not run. You would be hanged.
But I don't know if I can do it.
You must.
When we go to battle, will you pray for me, Father?
Of course. Of course I will.
There's no two ways about it. I have to go out there myself to see what's going on.
My king, Ranulph's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulph the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
他认真。
Henry, will the church for once shut up? We are at war. Wonderful. Now, I will go out there
认真。
without getting shot in the head.
我们一堆弓箭手，你要自己走出
I
去。
must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes,
你
my
打算
king.
被射成刺猬是不是？我觉得现在打扰他的话，他心情会很不好。算了。啊，还是得那个嘛。
Jesus said to him, "Put your sword back into its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword." This man neither has a sword nor a choice. Must he die then because he is forced to kill?
My king.
You? What are you doing here? Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope?
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
What?
Because he doubts your miracles? I have to admit, having someone walk over red-hot plowshares, or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent, is entertaining. I give you that.
确实很可笑。
Stephen!
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the church needs them most. Whoever believes that to be a coincidence, or miraculous, deserves no place at my table. What is your name, monk?
Philip of Gwyneth.
I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. If anyone will have you arrested, it's me.
My king, I have come to see you.
I have no time for you. Unless you know a solution to my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you have no solution for my problem, better not waste my time. Or I will have you arrested.
他想要出去看，但是又不想被射中。感觉好头痛啊！他想要出去看城堡，但是又不想被弓箭手射中。哦，我真的觉得这个难度有点高。怎么办呢？真壮观！我们的大教堂还能建成，这座教堂在建造时也是困难重重。
Today there's twice as many archers up there.
Is that not a bad thing?
I've been standing here for weeks now. Ranulph's men are probably just bored. They don't mean harm.
How can you be sure?
Listen. Well, that's my friend over there. I've never seen him, but we do this every day. That's how I'm sure.
林肯城堡接来临的战争。自林肯城堡被莫德女王的手下占领后，国王便将其包围起来。不久后，国王收到消息，莫德弟弟正向林肯行进。他拥有大批的威尔士军队，但史蒂芬国王也同样也做好了战争的准备。2日之内，英格兰王位之争终于进入决战阶段。莫德史蒂芬的军队将在林肯郊外的战场上展开厮杀。
Our king's advisors believe it would be dangerous for him to stand out here in front of the archers.
They're right.
They are?
Don't worry. They won't waste their arrows on monks and peasants. But the king would definitely be a tempting target. Would end the war in the blink of an eye. I wouldn't hesitate to shoot the bastard of Gloucester either.
弓箭手是不会像一个农民打扮的人放箭。这是一个好消息，但是你要国王打扮成农民的样子，他会想要吗？
The people of Lincoln support Stephen, but I doubt they could help him now. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. But who oppresses whom, my lord?
要赌吗？
If you were to dress like a poor man, not like a king or a soldier, the archers might not shoot at you.
This is highly inappropriate, Philip of Gwyneth.
It is. But he's right. Robert's a bastard, but his men are not without honor. Who are you again, monk? Why have you come?
I'm the prior of Kingsbridge, my king.
Ah, of course. The prior of Kingsbridge.
I have come to ask for your help.
What could be important enough to disturb the king at a time like this?
Robert of Gloucester will attack in 2 days' time.
Let us find out why he's here, shall we? Get undressed, prior of Kingsbridge.
My king,
好吧，就拖吧。
Don't be shy. It was your idea, after all. Ranulph's men have been nervous all day. Now, why is that? It's such a simple war. And yet, they could stay holed up in my castle for another month with all these men. So why have the archers out at all? And be safer inside? They don't have to stand up there.
要集市许可证还是协定呢？我觉得这两个点都很重要。但是现在我觉得现在比较当务之急的是集市许可证，以免被判要。
My king,
他总要
I
判
have done all you asked of me. Now please, listen to me.
Of course, Monk. Let me guess. You're here to ask me for help with your illegal market.
Huh?
What? The income was only used to support the cathedral. I did not know we needed a license. The market was held on the church's ground.
The church is not above the law. This is not the Holy Roman Empire.
No, of course not.
Your market is illegal. I supported William in his decision to punish you, for it didn't merely pay for your cathedral. It also paid for the children of that traitor Bartholomew.
But Aliena and Richard are no traitors. You said so yourself. You said they shall go free.
I remember my words, Monk. But the Earl of Shiring tells me that a knight in my employ seeks to convince me to change my loyalties.
I wouldn't know much about that.
William Hamley and Bishop Waleran said you were sly. Now I think I know why.
My king, you must not trust them.
Hear me now. You will not receive a market license, and the children of Bartholomew will hang if they go against the Earl of Shiring. Do you understand?
I understand.
Of course. That's why all those archers are up there. Robert of Gloucester is not attacking in 2 days. He's attacking today. To arms! It's an ambush. Do not use the front entrance. They knew that would draw us out. Get my clothes. I need my horse.
As Stephen and his men went to face the approaching army, his brother, Bishop Henry, urged me up to the top of the cathedral. His fear had made him forget about our dispute. I had never been that high up.
Pray with me, Philip. Pray that Stephen will win, so this war can end.
I closed my eyes to pray.
怎么样？祈祷和平吗？我比较想要祈祷史蒂芬战败。但是现阶段还是和平比较好一些吧。
And I forgot about Kingsbridge, and the market, and what I wanted. I simply prayed for peace. And as I did, I realized that ever since the dream about my parents, I had not prayed. What if, as in the dream, my prayers would not be heard now? I begged the Lord to make me see. To make me see that he was there.
Philip, look!
I was too far away to understand what was happening.
Robert's men! They're winning! Stephen is lost!
I felt like the world was spinning under my feet. I was afraid that I would fall. I closed my
等一下，史
eyes.
蒂芬说的话，那表示
And then
阿莲娜他弟弟不就危险了？他看到了恶魔。
They're breaking through the church doors!
上帝遗弃了我们。
Where are the women?
And then I knew it was us. Only us. No devil to harm us. No God to protect us. Only us.
Philip was gone for 2 weeks. We had no idea what had happened to him.
糟糕了，菲利普感觉不，菲利普感觉好像领便当
We
了。
had other things on our mind. Ali and I.
Are you sure we're alone?
Right now, there's only you and me.
感觉菲利普已经便当了。
Look at that.
Told you.
I hope Philip and Richard are all right.
Me too.
Say, Jack, have you read our book?
What about you? What did you think?
I thought you said
No, this is Philip's fault. If all this falls apart because he set up an illegal market, he alone will be responsible.
I have faith in him, and so should you. Who else could save Kingsbridge if not him?
Do you still remember the text?
Well, do you?
Well... I think I remember one part.
Oh? And which one was that?
现在是杰克跟艾莲娜的
Before
放
me,
闪时间。
she stood, her clothing set aside, no flaw to be found in all her body,
All clothing was set aside?
all of it,
And there was no flaw?
no flaw at all.
Oh, his shoulders and his arms I saw and I caressed. And then his chest, a form made to be felt and touched.
Careful there.
Oh, oops. Sorry.
Don't be.
我比较想知道菲利普出什么事。
How flat her belly beneath her slender waist. Her flanks, what form. What perfect thighs.
Yours are remarkable as well.
That's not how the text goes.
Is it not?
Maybe it is.
Why recall each aspect? Nothing that I saw lacked perfection. As I hugged my naked body close to his.
Ali,
Yes?
I love you.
I love you too. I always will. Ah. Ah.
Did you hear something?
No.
弗瑞德哭哭哦。
It's
面对
only us, Jack.
面对现实吧。
You and me.
It is us. Only us.
Hey, Philip the Prior. Monk!
哦，被关起来了，至少没死。
That's better. Never let them see you weak. Stand tall.
如果人就是魔鬼，那么就不存在地狱，不存在天堂。
How many died?
What?
How many people died in the battle?
Too many. I even lost my horse. But Robert is not an animal. I'll give him that. Or we wouldn't be here.
理查至少他还活着。哎，理查还活着。
Richard!
Don't draw attention to yourself. Not when they have you in a cage. Not if you're the king.
Why am I in here?
You are with us, are you not?
I prayed for peace.
Peace is the wait between one battle and the next. You were right about William Hamley.
How so?
The moment the battle took a turn for the worse, he and his men switched sides. The Earl of Shiring is fighting for Maud now, and for Robert.
William Hamley is only fighting for himself and for Bishop Waleran.
结果是威廉叛变哦，居然是威廉叛变。
What about Ranulph's men?
Probably glad to be out of the castle after all that time. Probably looking for women and getting drunk.
He's over there. Thank you.
好险，当初我救法兰西斯。
Francis!
Oh, Philip.
Of course. You came with your master, Earl Robert, did you not?
Yes. When I heard from Bishop Henry that you were in Lincoln, I started looking. He thought you were dead.
Not yet. It is good to see you, brother.
Henry said you came because you need a market license.
Yes.
I think I know someone who can help. I'll have you released, and then we will go to Winchester. Just be patient for a moment.
所以这边法兰西斯就派上用场。如果没有把法兰西
What
斯
about
卖，
you?
My loyals will make their moves. The game is not yet over.
如果当初把法兰西斯卖掉，他应该就
If
不会
you
在这里
want
出现。
peace, if you want to save the lives of the innocent, you have to give up.
Never. That's the only thing I'm not good at.
Then there really is no hope.
So this is your brother? I have heard much about you, Prior. Your brother has supported our family for many years now.
结果亨利直接倒
And we
戈，是
remember
不是很
those
快
who are loyal to us. Hereby I grant Kingsbridge the same market rights as Shiring.
The same rights?
The same.
亨利主教，亨利主教也直接倒戈，速度好快。
The bloodline is restored. Not long, and my son will take his rightful place here on the throne.
All will be as it was. I will be a just king, as Grandfather Henry was.
Peace will be restored in England. Do you have anything else you wish to tell us, Prior?
No. Nothing.
Thank you, my queen.
我还来不及选，那边太快了，我根本真的没有什么时间抉择，我两边都没看完。我有点想读档那个地方我还没看，我还没看完。我那个字，它两边的字好长，我还没看完。他那个跑太快了。将即日许可证授予金斯布里奇，许可证赋予金斯布里奇和夏朗同等的权利。菲利普终于能重新举办集市了。哦，那还是沉默好了。一边好像是那个，一边好像是史蒂芬那边，那个史蒂芬跟那个。这对金斯布里奇的居民而言是很好的机会，因为那些羊毛商人对夏朗羊毛节的条件十分不满。修道院金斯布里奇的居民还有艾莲娜这样的羊毛商人会获得不少利益。你也到这些导致你们可能干的事，你要所有受害人不要弃军逃跑，但他最后还是死了。国王让你脱下衣服，使你置于险境。在法兰西的诉讼下，莫能给你发一张即日许可证。看到眼前的恐怖景象，你失去了信仰。我是觉得差不多啦。我是觉得之前的部分，他的信仰已经开始动摇了。那他的信仰已经开始动摇了。所以他这个时候失去信仰，我是觉得也不意外的。这个字幕是跑的是什么东西啊？跑得飞快。
In the last 2 days of the Fleece Fair, we have collected more money than we did during the last 3 markets combined.
Is the Earl of Shiring not opposed to us doing a Fleece Fair of our own?
The law protects us.
And our Lord.
He is. Our time of trepidation is finally over.
It will never be over.
What did you say, Philip?
Nothing. The music is too loud.
Our prior is right. The display out there is not appropriate for our monastery.
The fair will be over soon. And by then, Kingsbridge will be self-sufficient.
"看起来心不在焉的，好像他在等什么？想。自从菲利普回来后，大家心情都很好。他们中有多少人是自愿当修道士，也有多少人是被父母送进修道院的。我得决定一下，想跟我谈谈，我要跟他说什么。
Philip? Ah, you're back. How are things at the quarry?
All's in order. We won't have any further problems. So, why did you ask me to come?
It's about Jack. He got into a fight with Alfred again. Have you come to a decision yet about my proposition?
I'm not sure.
修道士不能结婚呢，我不会。
Jack can already read and write, and there is much more we can teach him here. What does his mother think?
修道士
Ellen
不
won't
能
talk
结
to me
婚啊
because of！this.
我不能挡人家的爱情啊！
She believes I'm favoring Alfred. But Alfred is the master craftsman. I taught him since he was 6. Jack is only an apprentice. And the two can't go on like this.
No, they cannot.
He wouldn't work on the cathedral, but he could stay in Kingsbridge.
对啊，杰克没有啊，因为他好像知道修道士修
I
道士
have
不
no
能结婚。
choice. I want the best for my children. For all of them.
Of course.
他一
Let
定会
us
反对，
talk to Jack.
杰克一定会反对到底的。
Yes.
菲利普提出要帮助杰克，我们不能一直这样。
Let us talk to Jack then.
Yes.
Tom, wait for me.
Philip? Something is ailing you, isn't it? Philip, you told me in Cuthbert once that if you became prior, you would want the novices to be treated well. Unlike how Remigius treated Brother Marcus before he left us. Remember? It was the day little Jonathan came to us.
Yes, I remember. He was so little.
You achieved what you set out to do, and so much more. If only Cuthbert was still here with us to see this.
Milius, we have not had time to talk since I returned.
There was time, but you avoided it.
I have a bad feeling about all this.
Why? For once, all is well.
It started even before I left my brother in Winchester. But he's still in the middle of all the chaos out there. I'm afraid. For him. For all of us.